friends, it is Mary from Mom Behind the Computer. I am going to hang out and chat with you for just a few minutes while I get my little girl's afternoon snack together and sort of set up the kitchen for the evening. We are having just leftovers for dinner tonight, so no dinner prep tonight, thankfully. But I have some stuff I need to do here in the kitchen, and I need to, my little girl wants some of our hard-boiled eggs from Easter for snack. So Easter was yesterday, and of course, given that this is April of 2020, we celebrated Easter here at home by ourselves. We did end up going and we visited the family from the sidewalk. They stayed at the door. We went in the sidewalk. So that was fun. We didn't obviously go near them or anything like that. Easter baskets were left on the sidewalk, and we went in, went up and grabbed them, or left them a picture, that sort of thing. So that was nice. On Sunday, we focused on doing the quick family visits from the window so that they could see little girl in her Easter dress. I had actually bought her Easter dress in January, so I was like, well, let's put it on. If I had waited, I probably wouldn't have bought one. She has other dresses in her closet, but she looked adorable. Got some really cute pictures, so thankful I did do that. On Saturday, we actually focused, on Sunday, we did that. I attended our church service online, and we had a family dinner here at home, and then otherwise hubby and little girl played as normal. Everything else was pretty much as normal, but it was a fun Easter day. Of course, we would much rather be spending it with friends and family, but for what it was very nice. Easter is always very special to me because that many years ago, I became a Christian on Easter. I decided to repent of my sins and ask Jesus into my heart, and decided to follow God. And so that's always a really special day for me, just personally. It's one of those special things that makes me think of it. On Saturday, we did all sort of like the fun, like Easter basket stuff. So we hid her Easter basket. Hubby hid her Easter basket for us. He hid some eggs, and we did several, I think like 5 egg hunts. And she colored eggs. Let's see if you can see those. Can you see those? This is the very first time. They're kind of bleached out. This is the very first time we've ever dyed eggs with her, and I'm thankful that this is the very first time. She did awesome. She's 5 now, so she did really awesome. However, I think before this it would have been a disaster. It's one of those things that I did as a kid, but now looking at it, I'm like, why in the world why is this a trend? Because it's so scary messy with dye, but it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. So we had fun doing some family stuff there and all of that. I am currently about a week and a half. I'm a week and a half away from my scheduled C-section. I'm incredibly uncomfortable. I'm incredibly tired. Not moving swiftly. Feeling a little nesty, but like not totally feeling like I'm able to do a lot of nesting. I've done what I can. I'm trying to do a little bit here and there, while also realizing that just being home a lot more means the house is just messier. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not where I'd love it to be right now and all of that. So trying to do what I can there. So yeah, that's pretty much our update. It was a really fun weekend. Good combination of sort of some rest time for us and some fun time. She's going to have 2 hard-boiled eggs for lunch, but before I do that, I am making bread. So sorry for the light. I like that the light is so good, but it's kind of hard to, there we go. It's kind of hard to see where, everything is when I'm holding it up here. So this is dough. My timer just went off for the 5-minute artisan bread. And so gonna close this up and put it in our fridge. I think I might have room up here for it. My uncle actually told me about this. I want to say in February. We were talking about things, and I was talking about how hard it is. Nope, it's not gonna fit. I'm gonna have to put it out in the garage. We were talking about. I was talking about how I need to get a good bread recipe because my hubby cannot have soy, which cuts out, I'm going to say 75% of the bread that you can find. And the bread that you can find for him is good, but it's usually pretty costly, and because it doesn't have a lot of preservatives in it, it expires like super quick. So I either need to bag it up and freeze it, which sometimes I do, sometimes I forget to do, that sort of thing. And he had mentioned that, had I ever heard of this? And since he explained that and I got the book from the library, I've been seeing it everywhere. It's all over YouTube, especially with the pandemic going on and people staying at home. So there's a good chance you've heard about it somewhere else, but he's the first place I heard about it in February. This is just the first time I've went around to trying to make it. So what you do is you make this big batch of wet dough. You do not knead it. And then when you're ready to cook, you pick up a hunk, however big you want your loaf, you cut it off, you kind of shape it, let it rise, cook it in a very hot oven on a piece of stone with water, and it's supposed to turn out beautiful. And so there are several recipes in the book that I want to try. I actually got it from the library before all of this stay-at-home stuff happened, and it was not due back before all the libraries closed, so I still get to have it. But you know, it's one of those things I'll take back as soon as they're open again. I really want to try the sandwich loaf, but I thought I should start with just the main recipe, so that's what I'm trying. It just did its rise, and now it's going to go in the refrigerator. They say it's easier to work with the refrigerated dough, so I'm going to wait until tomorrow to bake it and see how it does. We like the crusty French bread too. I love a good sandwich loaf, especially for me, a little girl, and peanut butter and jellies and stuff like that. I don't think that the hard bread is good for that. But trying this recipe, if it works, awesome. And then hopefully once I come home from the hospital, I could whip something like this up. Hubby could help me bake it, because I am really looking forward to having some sandwiches. I get really weird about my food when I'm pregnant, and one of the things that I'm most excited about is having some cold cut sandwiches. So I've stocked up on that, on some of that before all of this happened, and that's one of the things I'm looking forward to having, and having as an easy food that hubby can kind of help me get together as I'm healing. So that's kind of where my brain's at. I don't know, but I am going to go run that out to the fridge, and then I'll chat with you just a little bit more while I get together her eggs, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back. Got hubby some creamer for tomorrow out of our stash. I'm gonna get all that together. I don't need a snack. I ate enough at lunch, so I'm just gonna get little girl snack. She wants me to take a picture of the eggs before I give them to her. So let me see if I can get a good picture of all of the eggs. Okay, she wanted pink and another color. Let me go see what other color that was she wanted. Don't remember. Well, I should have known that. She wanted pink and purple, so pink and purple it is. Okay, pink and purple it is. I don't know, my hubby gave them to her yesterday as a snack when I was working probably. So I don't know if she would prefer them cracked or not, so we'll just take two different bowls. She is hanging out down in our little activity area. So otherwise things are going mostly well. We are honestly, other than not seeing our friends and family, which is a big bummer, of course. I mean, life, we're home a lot more than we would be, even, but but we were preparing to be home a lot more right now, so I think that that helps mentally. We have been self-isolating, quarantine, whatever, for I think it's officially a month now. But honestly, I mean, like I said, we totally miss our friends, we totally miss our family. I feel my hubby works in a facility that does have COVID-19 positive people in it. So I am trying to be extra cautious even about mailing out things. Obviously, we're not cooking food for anybody. I miss doing those things. Otherwise, like I said, I was preparing to stay in, so that doesn't feel super weird right now, other than the fact that everyone else is too. So I've actually kind of been enjoying the quiet time at home, just sort of trying to prepare for baby, trying to get some extra rest. It's going to be super weird. I know I talked about this in another video, so I'm not going to get into it too much. It's super weird thinking about going and delivering next week and what that's going to entail, and not knowing when we're going to see family with the new baby. So all of that. But otherwise, we're doing pretty well. We've enjoyed some extra family time, and I think we've needed that. Of course, I feel terrible for everything that's going on in the world, but in here, in these walls, so far, so good, praise God. And you know, we just keep doing what we can, reaching out to people over the technology ways that we can, and just living through this. So it's definitely a moment in history. I actually got back to my Project Life app. I got back to that this week. This week, it's Monday. I got back to it yesterday, I think, because I really wanted to kind of start journaling, or not journaling, scrapbooking again. And it's something that I've completely fallen off of. I'm way behind in a lot of years, but I wanted to get this year started, because this year just felt like a good year to do that. And so one of my spreads was about this situation going on. I don't typically do spreads about current events, but this is sort of something that has to be done. So it's amazing kind of looking back at where life was a month ago. And then hubby and I probably honestly started talking about a lot of the things going on almost 2 months ago, because he is in the medical field, and I had heard some things. He was working on some things. We knew it was going to be big. We did not know it was going to be this big. So it's interesting. It's interesting looking back at all of that, and seeing where we are now and wondering where we'll be in another month. So I hope you and your families are doing well. If you like chatty vlogs like this, please be sure to hit subscribe. I'll hopefully have some more of these in the future. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen today. And I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.